Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. The Bold and the Beautiful just said goodbye to fan fave Steffi Forrester this week. Jacqueline McInnes Wood is officially on maternity leave after announcing her 5th pregnancy a few months ago. But word on the internet is JMW isn't the only leading lady on her way out. Is Taylor Hayes following in her daughter's footsteps and leaving Los Angeles in the dust? Here's what's happening next on Bold and Beautiful soap spoilers down below. The last time Ridge Forrester dumped Taylor for Brooke Logan, she ran off to Europe and wasn't seen by her family for years. In fact, the only reason Taylor came back to LA was because she was having heart problems. Ridge and his ex-wife bonded over her trips to the hospital and eventually hit the sheets, leaving Brooke out in the cold. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers hint heartbreak ahead for Taylor when Ridge returns from Naples. Word on the internet is Ridge tries to let her down easy, but Taylor Hayes is distraught when she learns Ridge is canceling their wedding and going back to Brooke. While some fans are hopeful that Taylor will stick around and hook up with one of Ridge's rivals as revenge, all signs are pointing to Rebecca Budig exiting the soap next. Last week on Bold and Beautiful, Steffi Forrester told Liam Spencer goodbye and announced that she was leaving town to get her head right. It sounds like Taylor will need to get her head right soon too, so it makes sense she will follow her daughter. Besides, Steffi took the kids with her and might need her mother's help. In a shocking twist that has left fans reeling, the Bold and the Beautiful may be on the verge of losing another iconic character. Hot on the heels of Steffi Forrester's dramatic exit, whispers now suggest that Dr. Taylor Hayes herself could be packing her bags and leaving Los Angeles behind. Could history be repeating itself? Is Taylor about to follow in her daughter's footsteps, proving that sometimes the apple doesn't fall far from the tree? For years, Taylor and Steffi have had a close-knit relationship built on shared strength, fierce loyalty, and navigating the emotional chaos of life with the Forresters. When Steffi made her heart-wrenching decision to leave town, whether due to Finn's betrayal, danger from Sheila, or just emotional exhaustion, Taylor stood by her side, offering calm words and unwavering support. But Steffi's absence has left a gaping void in Taylor's world. With her daughter gone, and her own romantic future in limbo after yet another failed reunion attempt with Ridge, Taylor has found herself adrift in a sea of old wounds and new uncertainties. Taylor Hayes has always been a force of nature, strong, compassionate, brilliant, but also deeply human. Her return to Los Angeles was meant to be triumphant. Fans were eager to see her reclaim her position as a mother, a lover, and a legacy character who belonged at the heart of the story. Instead, she's been sidelined, watching Brooke once again dominate Ridge's heart, her children's lives spiral out of control, and her own storyline dwindle. It's no wonder, then, that Taylor may finally be asking herself the hardest question. What am I still doing here? Without Steffi, without a place at Forrester Creations, and without Ridge, Taylor has been left with little to tether her to this city of glitz, glamour, and heartbreak. Is it time for a fresh start, one not defined by past mistakes, unreciprocated love, and never-ending family feuds? If Taylor does leave, expect it to be powerful, emotional, and dripping with poetic symmetry. A woman who has spent decades healing others may finally be choosing to heal herself. Her goodbye could be a slow, graceful exit, quietly packing up her office, leaving heartfelt letters for Ridge, Thomas, and even Brooke. Or it could be explosive. Imagine Taylor confronting Ridge one last time, laying bare every heartbreak he's ever caused, reminding him that her love was never second best. Picture her walking into Forrester Creations, holding her head high, and resigning from her consulting role, telling the board that it's time she chased her own destiny. Then, just like Steffi, she could board a private jet, not with sorrow, but with resolve in her eyes. A chapter closing, not with a whimper, but with a confident exclamation point. It's hard not to see the parallel between Steffi and Taylor. Both women have poured their souls into relationships that gave back pain more often than joy. Both have been entangled in toxic triangles with Brooke Logan at the center. and both have reached breaking points. There's an almost tragic beauty in their mirrored paths. Taylor left once before when her soul needed rest. Now, as Steffi flees to protect her children and mental health, Taylor may be reminded of her own former strength, the courage it takes to walk away, even from the people you love the most. Perhaps Taylor isn't just following in Steffi's footsteps. Perhaps she's reclaiming her legacy, showing her daughter that boundaries and healing aren't signs of weakness, but of wisdom. Of course, this wouldn't be a soap opera without a twist. Taylor's exit could pave the way for a rich new arc. Imagine her settling in Europe or Africa, rekindling her passion for humanitarian work. Maybe she reconnects with someone from her past, Thorne, Nick, or even a long-lost flame fans never knew about. Her off-screen journey could later return to impact the canvas in profound ways. Imagine a phone call from Thomas, mom's starting a clinic in Ghana, or better yet, a surprise re-entry in a few months, Taylor walking into Brooke and Ridge's wedding again and turning everything upside down. Her departure could also bring change to her children. Thomas, once again abandoned emotionally, might spiral. Or perhaps it gives him the kick he needs to finally become a stable father to Douglas and a man worthy of redemption. The fanbase is already buzzing. Longtime Taylor supporters are devastated at the idea of losing her again. They feel her arc was never given proper closure, and that her potential remains largely untapped. But others see the beauty in the idea, a graceful exit for a woman who's spent too long in the shadows of others. It's time. One fan tweeted, "Taylor deserves peace. And honestly, she deserves more than Ridge will ever give her." Another wrote, "If Taylor leaves to find her own happiness, I'll be heartbroken, but proud. If Taylor leaves town, Brooke may find herself with an unspoken victory. No more rivalry. No more tug-of-war over Ridge. But will she truly feel fulfilled? Or will she begin to question a love that only endured because the other woman walked away? Brooke may even feel guilt, realizing that once again, her presence has driven another woman out of town. And that guilt could fester, creating future cracks in her relationship with Ridge. After all, it's easy to win the war when your opponent no longer wants to fight. Taylor Hayes has been a cornerstone of the bold and the beautiful for decades. Her history is long, her heart even longer. If this truly is the end of her time in Los Angeles, fans can only hope she's written off with the same grace, complexity, and dignity she's always embodied. Because while her departure may mirror Steffi's, it also serves as a reminder that strength comes in many forms. Sometimes it's in staying and fighting. Sometimes it's in walking away. And sometimes it's in knowing when it's time to close one chapter, so a new one can begin. Thanks for watching this video. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel and stay with us.